All right, Skope TV Friday night. It's snowing. New England. It's cold. We don't care. Do we care?
Oh, because it's hot.
It's hot where we are.
It's hot.
It's hot where we are. So let's pick up where we left off. And I want to talk to you guys. I don't want to start no beef in this group either, but I got to ask. If brothers start coming over to Ramel and say, listen, I got beats for you. And if brothers start coming over to Odie and say, listen, I got rhymes for you. Will there ever be a riff? And the reason why I say that is because we were talking about Gangstar. So it immediately brought up Guru and Premier. So talk to me about that.
I think both situations have actually occurred already.
Oh,
there's no doubt.
Quite a few times.
No doubt.
And we both we're kind of working exclusively. We're kind of exclusive.
You're monogamous.
Monogamous, yeah.
You know,
for now, at least.
It's kind of like a marriage, right?
Yeah.
It's what it is, you know. It's bromance.
Yeah.
It's well, you know what it is. I'll be serious though. A lot of people have approached us for like you said, beats, rhymes, whatever. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, you gotta look back at the music, and when you listen to it, you realize something. If I were to work with somebody else, if Ramel were to work with somebody else, it's not gonna come out the same, you know.
Yeah.
Right? You're not gonna get that same vibe. You're not gonna get the same kind of, you know, energy that
That's
we
cool.
have.
That's cool.
So based on that alone, you know, I don't betray my partners, you know.
Now let me ask you this: we want to talk 2011 because obviously everything's all about the future. We ain't looking back; we're looking forward. So, what are the two goals that you guys would like to accomplish for 2011? And also break it down something that you accomplished in 2010 that you're proud of, and let the people know. And I know Digitus, the album's got to be one for 2010. But what are we looking to do in 2011?
I think we both have one thing in mind.
We'd like to get a nice contract.
That's right.
We like the internet and distributing our stuff and keeping all the profits, but we would like to get a major distribution opportunity somehow and get played on some national level, international level, with some of the established guys. And I think we're knocking on the door. We'll be knocking on the door pretty soon.
That's right.
And that should be. I think it's a realistic goal.
But yeah, 100%. And to add to that, I just had a conversation with my man Mike over here. You know, with some words of wisdom. You know, this thing's really a labor of love. You know, and we'll shoot for the contract. You know, if it comes our way, it comes our way. You know, that's a blessed event. But if not, that's okay. You know, we're gonna keep doing this anyway because we love doing what we like to do. You know?
Yeah, and we're artists. We're putting an artistic message out there in terms of what we're doing musically, but we're also sending a message about what we don't like musically and what we think is out there that shouldn't be out there.
Now, what don't you like, Ramel?
You know,
let it be known, brother.
I
got your back.
Names? Will I name names?
Name names if you need. I don't know. I got your back, brother.
I don't like a lot of the stuff that's on the mainstream hip hop radio. I think what has happened in hip hop, it has been diluted. When people say that hip hop is dead, it is true. It is dead. It is alive at the local level, at some level. It is alive at the underground level, at some national college level maybe. But what's now considered mainstream hip hop is not good hip hop. We were afraid in the early 90s what would happen when hip hop went mainstream. That's why there were songs like Pop Pop Goes the Weasel, I Won't Cross Over, Balloon Mind State, It Might Blow Up but It Won't Go Pop.
Preach.
We were afraid of what would happen to hip hop if it went mainstream. Those fears have come true. We're bringing it back to the real. That's what we're saying.
Now let me ask y'all a question. Because I would love to be in a recording session. Hopefully I'll be able to do that with y'all. But I want to know, what comes first? The lyrics or the beats? Does Odie say, oh, here's the beat? Or does Ramel say, all right, I got the lyrics, make the beat? Lay it down.
I would say traditionally the beats would come first. You know, it's always been that way. I lay the beats down. Ramel hears the beats. Ramel always gets inspired by my beats, and that's one thing that keeps me, you know, it's like energy for me. It's like the sun. So,
it's just the dopest stuff I've ever heard. Even the stuff we haven't released and we're just waiting on, we're sitting on. It's like could blow up the planet. Some of the stuff we got. It's like the cyclotron, the hadron collider in France and Switzerland. If you're not careful, you might get some small black holes and the world might blow up. If his music is released at certain points without control, this world will come to an end. Period.
So Ramel's like the head and I'm like the backbone, you know. That's how it works. He's representing, I'm supporting. So.
Now listen here. For staying out in the cold, New England, we're going to present y'all with some the official Skope t-shirt. which you can buy
Oh,
Yeah, oh,
word.
yeah.
on SkopeMag.com.
Check out
definitely.
SkopeMag.com.
Okay, you can
Big
buy
up,
these.
big up, Smoke.
Okay, I mean, I don't know, but in the summer, this is what them
Ah,
brothers
this is
are
what's
wearing.
up right now. This is what's
There we
up.
go
Thank
for
you,
staying
thank
out
you.
here in the cold. And now, my final
Okay.
question, because I know everybody's cold. We need to head back inside.
Yeah.
Lay it down. Let the people know where they can get Digitas, where they can peep y'all. Let it be known. We got about a minute left.
And I'm gonna
And
let
that's
Ramel take over on that.
So definitely, if you're on iTunes, you like Apple, you like using their software, we're not the biggest fans. We let it be known, but if most people do use iTunes, they can check out Anti-Theory. Look up Digita. Either way, you'll find it on iTunes, on CD Baby. If you just go to our MySpace page, it's myspace.com/Anti-Theory Boston. You'll see the links to the iTunes and CD Baby site. If you go to the Facebook.com/Anti-Theory Boston, you'll also see stuff there. Same with the ReverbNation.com/Anti-Theory Boston. I even think we're on Twitter, and I'm not sure if it's Anti-Theory Boston or not, but we're trying to keep it updated. We haven't used it that much, but we're trying to post, keep our fans knowing what's going on.
That's right.
But that's basically it. Those main sites right there.
The snow's coming. It's cold as shit. It's time to go inside. Skope TV. We'll see y'all soon.
Skope TV,
Scope it
Skope
out.
Magazine.
Peace.